Undoubtedly, the British monarchy possesses substantial wealth evident in their lavish residences, extravagant means of travel, big wedding ceremonies, and whatnot. They live the lifestyles of the richest people on earth. Consequently, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's proposal for a financial arrangement with the royal family prompted many questions about sources of the British family's wealth, and how the British family actually makes money and the financial perks that Prince Harry and Meghan left behind. Answers of this investigation begins with some of the most renowned royal real estate. As you can some of the UK's real estate in this map linked with the royal family. Balmoral Castle in Scotland, where the Queen used to spend her summers. The Savoy Chapel, situated amidst central London's buildings. And Windsor Castle, located just outside London, was a venue for hosting foreign leaders by the Queen. These three properties symbolize distinct methods through which the royal family has accrued its wealth, originating from the 1800s when Queen Victoria acquired them and subsequently passed them down across generations. Additionally, another group of properties contributing to their private wealth are the Duchies. There is something called the Duchies of Lancaster, an ancestral old estate dating back to the 14th century. It provides a private income for the king. That collection comprises historical landmarks and expansive land across the United Kingdom, with a significant lucrative commercial real estate in central London, encompassing the Savoy Chapel. Notably, the Duchy of Cornwall, covering 130,000 acres, including various properties like Cricket Stadium, castles, holiday cottages in London, steadily increasing its profitability over the past 6 decades. In 2019, each of these duchies generated slightly over £20 million for the royal family. The revenue from the Duchy of Cornwall is allocated to the heir to the throne, Prince William, amounting to around £5 million for his sons, George and Louis. Simultaneously, the income from the Duchy of Lancaster is directed to King Charles. But there's a catch. He receives this solely because of his role as a king. It's an inherent part of the position. If he were to relinquish the throne, he wouldn't receive an annual sum of $30 million. It's linked directly to the monarchy. The perception of the royal family's riches surpasses their factual wealth primarily due to the third source of their income. These assets are part of an entity referred to as the Crown Estate. This encompasses renowned sites such as Windsor Castle, Buckingham Palace, and the Tower of London, along with commercial properties in London and extensive land, encompassing the UK's seabed. While this portfolio is valued in the billions of pounds, it doesn't directly contribute to the king's personal wealth. The rationale for this can be traced back to a historical period when the royal family was in significant financial need. In the 18th century, George I, II, III, and IV wasted a lot of money, displaying poor financial management skills, which led to numerous conflicts with the government. Eventually, George III found himself in dire financial straits and said, "I'm broke. I'll give you all my crown lands." These were the personal lands owned by the king, and in return you give me a set amount of money. Therefore, they surrendered ownership of all these properties in return for public funds designated to support the royal family's lifestyle. This segment of their current income is referred to as the sovereign grant, which totaled approximately £80 million between 2018 and 2019. The exact portion of the sovereign grant allocated to Harry and Meghan remains undisclosed, but it contributes 5% to the couple's overall income as part of their royal titles, with the remaining 95% sourced from the Duchy of Cornwall. The sovereign grant allocation isn't intended for the personal pockets of the royal family. Rather, it is meant to facilitate the execution of the king's official obligations, such as funding travel, covering staff salaries, and maintaining the royal residences. However, the use of taxpayer funds to support the monarchy has consistently sparked controversy, a sentiment that was underscored when Windsor Castle caught fire in 1992.
Smoke continued to roll from gaping holes in the roof.
I don't see why us as the taxpayers should pay for the Windsor Castle fire.
15 hours and 1.5 million gallons of water later, as the royal treasures littered the lawn like an upmarket garage sale, it was learned there was no fire insurance.
Will you pay for the repair of Windsor Castle? Tricia in Notting Hill, hello.
Hello.
Hello, what do you think?
No, absolutely not.
That debate continues today. every time the Sovereign Grant report comes out.
New home of Meghan and Harry, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, cost the public nearly £2.5 million to refurbish. That's more than $3 million.
However, the argument supporting public financing often revolves around the enduring popularity of the royal family and the willingness of people to financially support it. The monarchy serves as a major attraction for millions of tourists annually. Their significant life events, including births, weddings, and even controversies, receive global media coverage.
The very future of the monarchy could be at stake here, especially if the brand that Meghan and Harry have created at Sussex Royal eventually eclipses the brand of the British royals.
How does a royals make money? Maybe it needs to loosen up a bit more to be a bit more flexible.